All right. Hey, Johnny Fox, how you doing? Okay, still got some stuff. Kind of move aside. Because I was in the middle of finishing. What do you call it? A new mushroom. I didn't like how the one we made turned out on stream. So I started designing a new one, but then it got kind of late last night, so I kind of put a pause on it. So let me get the keyboard over here. I'll need that later. But oh, and also good news, Drawing Fox. I actually found it quite quickly too. I was a little worried, thinking like, oh, I need to find where I put my little what do you call it? The pattern I had made for the Canadian leaf, and I thankfully found it. I found my little one I drew. It was actually my little gray cart, rolling cart. So I was like super happy. I went ahead and made like a slightly more spread out version because that one was kind of hard to look. It looks always wonky. I think because I tried setting in the grid, so I probably should do this on like blank paper. Because yeah, whenever I try going in the grids, like the little squares, it gets kind of hard to organize it. Unless you're like doing like back and forth crochet, like then the graph paper really works well for that. But like more dynamic shapes, right? Like you kind of need like more free range. So I'm gonna try it again on some blank piece of paper. But look how perfect these turned out. I was right, like it was gonna turn out to be like the perfect size. Like look at that. Because like I have a really beautiful maple leaf pattern, but it's way too big. It's more like realistic size. There we go, but here's what it's up close. And I made some different color ones. I made one in yellow and one in orange. I'm gonna also, I maybe might make some green ones where they're actually yellow, but I'm gonna stain them a little bit green so they kind of have like that in-between look, and maybe a little bit with the orange too, like maybe stain some red on it. Still thinking, that's how they turned out. There we go. So far I got 2 of each color. I got 2 yellow, 2 orange, and 2 red. But I love how these turned out though. I think my first one was a little, I think I have another one somewhere where it's a little screwy. Or actually no, I frogged that one, never mind. It took me a bit, because it's kind of weird when you first try doing it, because I'm like, I couldn't remember like, okay, why did I put this here? You know, like this, like why did I do this many stitches here or something like that? And then finally when I started doing it more, it finally made sense again. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why I did it. Sometimes even looking at old patterns that you haven't done in a while, it takes your brain a second to like recognize how to do them again. It's crazy that happens with the patterns you make too. To be fair though, making a the leaf though, it's kind of like you gotta like go on back and forth a certain amount of times on one side, then you gotta make your way back to the other side, all while still being in like, you know, without having to finish off and rejoin anything like that. Let's see, that's just about almost done with this little thing. I think, what was I doing? Can't remember what round I was on. I think this is round 14. Or maybe not. This might be an increase round. Let me double check. Oh yeah, I think it is. Okay, I think this is my increase round. is where, let me see. Okay, yes, this is where I'm going to start working through the back loops. I'll show you so far how it's turning out. This is how far it's turned out, our little cute little mushroom. The other one I made was way too big, and this one's looking much closer to the size of everything else. Also, I'm thinking it's probably to put a bit of glue around here so that way when I push it in, it'll stay in and not pop back out. Let's see. Oh, I just said hi. I was showing. Oh, I did show you though. I guess you were gone. But what do you call it? I finally, thankfully, found yesterday my little Canadian the maple maple leaf flag thingy I made, and they turned out being the perfect size. So I'm really happy about that. I kind of rewrote it to be a little bit more spread out because that other one I made was a bit condensed, like kind of hard to read. I made them in like orange, yellow, and red. And I might do another one where I make them in yellow and then stain them with a bit of green to kind of make it look like they're green but turning yellow. If I crochet them green, I feel like the yellow paint won't really show up very well. But when I like looked at pictures, I was like, oh, they are like, because I've seen a couple that look like that where they're like in between yellow and green. I'm like, ooh, that'd be perfect. But I have to like stain them with some watercolor, so I have to do that later. After I make a couple, like experiment with it. Now I'm just trying to finish up this mushroom, see how it turned out. I might actually work on some more maple leaves after this. Because I feel like that probably will be like a popular charm I can feel. And they actually didn't take too long to make. Like, so they're not as quick as the oak leaves or the sunflowers, but they are much still quicker than any of the amigurumi charms. Because always the amigurumi charms are going to be the ones that take up the most time to make. I'm actually thinking to make a couple leftover so I can make them into earrings. Like, I feel like these would be some cute stud earrings. And oh, and also good news, finally the weather is also finally turning much better. Like it is supposed to get a bit hotter today in the afternoon, but at least the mornings it's like 21 to 23 Celsius, so it's much better. So now I'm able to finally go back to the gym, not feel like I'm dying on the way home. Because yeah, it actually kind of felt almost a bit too dangerous walking in the heat after a workout. It's like one thing to go out in the heat and go get errands done, because usually that's quicker, but to go out after rigorously working out, I would feel like nauseous and sick. So, and I think I was having like a mild heat stroke every time I was coming home, so I was like, no, I can't do this. The problem is the gym is way too packed at night. Like, it's so busy, it's like not even worth going. Hey, Strawberry Slimes, welcome on in. Wait, can you buy from my mommy's shop? Sorry, Strawberry Slimes, I don't got no monies. Ain't got no monies, not really. Like, I don't really make much from streaming. Unfortunately, I'm just a housewife, so any money I use is usually my husband's money. Yeah, hopefully this is the last one. Ah. Okay, I just gotta decrease after this, but I need to make sure to stuff the stem before I do that. Let's do that real quick. Right, I spelled it wrong. I meant how are you? Oh, I'm doing good. Oosh. I pulled out a little bit too much. I'm trying to choose like light color stuffing, because like, yeah, the darker colors, I can feel like they'll show through. Like anytime I crochet anything like light colored, any dark color, what do you call it? Yarn scraps will look, well, you'll be able to see them through, especially if they're like a red or something, or like a dark color. Hopefully that should be enough. Hopefully I pulled out enough. Put that back. Wait, like, how come no one's watching? Oh, we just started. We're not even like 30 minutes in. And usually YouTube is very empty, so I'm actually doing both Twitch and YouTube right now.
Maybe we can grab some coffee?
You want to go get some coffee with me?
Also, a very silly Shay, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. So most of the people that are coming in, they're going to be coming in on the Twitch side. I mostly just do it with a little bit of both on the doing restreaming with YouTube, is because so Twitch does have VODs, but they expire after a bit, and if you want to upload them to YouTube from Twitch, you have to download them, or you record your stream and you upload it as a video. However, I didn't want that junking up my video section on my crochet YouTube, because that's where all my tutorials and some of my vlogs go. But thankfully YouTube has like a stream side, right? Like a live stream, they kind of separate it. So I'm like, oh, if I'm streaming with YouTube at the same time, it automatically saves as a VOD, and it saves me the headache of having to download it and upload it, because it takes forever to upload these VODs, because I'll go like sometimes like 4 to 5 hours of streaming, and that's a lot. Like, it's a very big file, and it's just easier to, you know, have it already as a live stream. Oh, you like a slime maker? The only problem is we're not in the States, though. I'm in South Korea. I am from the States, but yeah, I don't know Probably the shipping. Oh god, the shipping probably would be astronomical for you. And I kind of don't really use slime or anything like that. Unfortunately. I like watching the slime ASMR videos sometimes occasionally, but that's about it. I'm too broke. And we're trying to save up so we can hopefully move back to the States. I know, yeah, we've had to really, like, we actually hardly eat out anymore. Because we're hoping to move maybe sometime, not next year, but maybe the year after. Because he has to go back to, he wants to finish his degree over in California in San Francisco. So, and you know how the rent prices are in California. Like, sure, I can work again once we're back in the States. Because right here, I'm just a housewife in Korea because I don't have a degree. And I'm not also fluent in Korean. If I was fluent in Korean, then I could work like a minimum wage job. And or if we lived in Seoul, then I could like work like a bartending job or something, though I don't think I'd be very good at that. But like all my job options are kind of like meh. Because those two things, even though I'm learning Korean, I'm like nowhere near fluent, and you kind of have to be fluent or else you're gonna have some very, very angry customers. So I'm trying to make a little bit of a living with Twitch. But I usually don't even make the payout. And they've even lowered the payout. The payout's now 50 bucks a month instead. It used to be 100 like how YouTube is. I make it like maybe every once in a while. Like over like maybe 2 months. I'll make the $50 payout. But that most of that just ends up going to like home stuff and gotta save some for taxes. Unfortunately. Also, not to mention, I've been seeing them grocery prices over in the States, and I'm like, oh dear, like, I feel like Mr. Coffee keeps saying it's like, oh, I'll be fine, but I'm like, I don't think he's seen how much more expensive stuff has gotten. So yeah, we're trying to prepare for that. It would be nice because then I can finally work at Ross again. It would be mostly just to be able to sponsor him because they don't care about how much he makes. They want to know how much I make as the American citizen. Okay, now I'm gonna add a teensy, like a small amount of glue at the base. I'm gonna push it down. I think I might do one more row of the color, I think. I did 2 rows, I think, of white or cream. Still looks pretty good, so this will still be like a little prototype. But it's actually really cute though, a little cute mushroom. But now I'm going to move on to whatchamacallit? Doing some maple leaves. Uh oh, the red's getting a little bit tangled. We don't want that. Let me rewrap it again. Yeah, I don't want to work with it like this. There's nothing worse than working with some thread or yarn and then it gets like super tangled while you're mid working with it. Then you can't like untangle it properly. Let's see, and I also modified it a little bit. Like this one I redrew the pattern yesterday because I modified it a little bit. Normally you would chain 4, but I'm chaining 7 to give it like that little loop at the top where I would put the jump ring in order to make it into a charm. Here's the hard part. I gotta put like 5 single crochet in one stitch. And normally it wasn't that bad with the split yarn, but it's a little bit hard with the thread. And there we go. Here's what it's looking like. Kinda, not quite, a little bit, almost halfway. There we go, we got half left no, right side wing. Yeah, we got the right side wing part done. Now to do the left side. Ah, some of these stitches are being a bit stubborn though. Now I just gotta make the stem, and I just chain 4. I do a single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then I just slip stitch in the remaining 2 chains. There we go. Now I just gotta get rid of these fuzzies. Okay. Gotta turn my little fan off. There we go. I just made another little crocheted. Oh, I almost said oak leaf. I mean maple leaf. Hey, welcome in, Caleb Monroe. Welcome. New in here. Yeah, we usually don't get that many people on the YouTube side. But sometimes Moonrose comes in. She might come in a bit later. Usually comes in like midstream. But what do you call it? We're working on making like little crocheted maple leaves today. We're making different like little fall leaves for charm bracelets. Let me show this up a wee bit closer. You can see it a little bit better. Here's the one we just finished, because somebody's already made off stream. Like every time I try to show something, it wants to fall off my finger. This is the one we just made on stream. So I can see like my stuff turns out a bit smaller when I crochet on stream. I think because my tension's a little bit too tight, so I do need to loosen it up. Let's see, okay, I can call you Caleb, because it's my nickname. What do you mean sleb? I just didn't know if that was a typo or not. And also here, like some other charms we did. Like last week we worked on like little pumpkins, and I also made like a little pumpkin spice latte. But we also have like a sunflower, a little apple. Oh, and we also just finished a pine cone. I definitely need to make some more pine cones, but they were kind of hard to make on stream, so I'm gonna probably make these more off stream. And we just got some basic leaves. Uh-oh, just dropped that one, but here's this one, just like a simple leaf. And then we just finished a mushroom as well. So I need to switch it a little bit. I need to add an extra row of color before switching to the cream. So you gotta, you know, switch things up a little bit. I'm also thinking of turn these into some stud earrings. Let me see. I want to see if these are a bit tiny, so I want to make sure. Okay, so it's not a typo. I just want to make sure. So it's sleb or kleb? Oh, I'm guessing it's sleb. Well, yeah, there's no H in there, so it should be, I guess, a L. I'm bad with usernames, so pardon me. I'm so bad with them. I think it's because with English, right, we have like so many different ways we can pronounce something. So when it comes to the world of usernames, it's just like... Right, yeah, I knew you meant typo. And that funny, like in the like trying to type, like, no, it's not a typo. You made a typo. I'm guessing you're probably on mobile. Because yeah, I make typos all the time on mobile. Okay, so that does look like that will fit on there. I make this with thread. Let me try making some earring versions then. So I'm not gonna make them. I'm gonna chained 4 instead of 7. I chained 7 if I'm going to make it into a charm. Because then that like little extra chain could be used for putting the chain on it or the jump ring. Wait, oh, the second one. Oh, did I say club? I guess it is club. Let me know if club's right, because I forgot which one I said first. Because yeah, when you stream, your working memory just goes to the shitter. I think it's from all the multitasking. Probably Club makes more sense too, because it's Caleb, right? So it's like, I guess I just call you Club for short. I kind of like, my name's Virginia and people call me Jin for short. But what's funny, because in Korea everyone calls me Mari, because my middle name is Marie. And Virginia is way too long. It's got too many syllables for people to be able to pronounce my name right. And they don't really have like a V sound here. So it ends up being more Virginia, like with like a B sound, and it sounds so strange. But they say Mari perfectly though. Which, funny enough, the way it's spelled is perfectly like the animal counter, which is probably like why some people think it's a bit funny. Like when they see it written, they like kind of go right, because I'm like wondering what they're cuckooing about, and turns out it's because like then I'm like, oh, it's spelled like the counter. So like when you say like chicken, like hanmari, like one chicken. That's the thing here in Korea. You gotta like, they have counters in their verbs, which they have more than one counter, and it can get kind of confusing. I still have not learned all of them. There's so many. Okay, Clip, yeah, that helps. Yeah, seeing like the H kind of helps. Oosh, got a teary Pokemon. Unfortunately, I guess the Pokemon game doesn't really work for people on the YouTube side, does it? Because I'm restreaming through both Twitch and oh, I could use the heavy ball. Ah, okay, so yeah, it's just taking it with the A out. So Club instead of Caleb.
Maybe we could grab some coffee?
You want to go get some coffee with me?
Oh, I'm gonna guess that's you on the Twitch side. But Caleb2345 Corty, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna assume that's the same Caleb that's on the YouTube side. That'd be kind of funny though if I had two different Calebs follow me. That'd be wild. Yeah, always usually the Twitch side's a bit more fun anyway. The only caveat though is their ads. So I always tell people, like, if their ads are playing, just go hop on the YouTube side because no ads play during stream. I don't think I've ever seen ads play on a YouTube stream before. And it's not just because I'm like not monetized, because I actually saw like now ads play on people's channels even if they're not monetized, unfortunately, because I had a ad play on one of my videos and I was like, what the heck, I'm not even monetized, this is so unfair. But I've been on like really big streamers that live stream constantly and I've never had an ad on their stream before, so I guess it doesn't really happen. The only problem is sometimes it's a little bit like the Twitch stream is going to be faster because how restream works is it basically duplicates your stream and just reposts it to YouTube, I guess. So always it's a little bit behind the YouTube stream, a little bit in the conversation. Yeah, right, because I heard the quality's a little bit better too, plus you won't get no ads. It does suck because there's no like cool like chat interactive stuff though on the Twitch side, unfortunately. I mean on the YouTube side. I think that's what kind of like, it's more, from what I've heard, YouTube is good for like, what do you call it, like just the watching the stream, but the Twitch is better for like chat interactiveness because of all the cool things we got on there, like the extensions, sound alerts, all that. At least you guys still get stream avatars, I think. I think my stream avatars give both to Twitch and to YouTube. Oh, it's only about 10 seconds? Okay, that's good. I kept thinking it was like a minute behind at least. Because I've had people like where the ads will pop in and they'll hop over to YouTube side. However, it's already playing the conversation that we just had like moments ago. And by the time the ads are done, they've kind of already watched the stream that they already watched before the ads even played. Oh, really? So it does depend. Maybe mine might be a bit more, maybe, because I am streaming with a VPN, because, what do you call it? Twitch pulled out of Korea, unfortunately, back earlier this year. So now I have to stream with a VPN, which really sucked because Korea has really good internet. So it was like perfect for me to be a streamer here, right? Like I could stream anything on the highest settings and it wouldn't like be a problem. And then Twitch pulled out. To be fair, I don't really blame them because actually the Korean internet service providers were the ones in the wrong. Like they were charging Twitch 10 times more than any other country. So they were kind of like gouging them a little bit. So, and it turns out Twitch was losing money, so that's why they pulled out. They weren't even making money. They were actually actively losing money. So I kind of don't really blame them at all. It's like it was probably like a smart business decision. And plus, many people here in Korea don't really watch Twitch that much. They usually watch like something called Africa TV, which we went to go see if I could stream over there, but it's like, oh hell no, it's a cesspool over there. No, thank you. We looked up the types of crafting they had on there, and they did, but it was like a hot tub stream meets crafting. Like, yeah, and I'm like, nah, I'm not in that kind of business, hun. Like, sorry. be like, sorry, that's just not my vibe. That's not the crowd I'm trying to pull. I'm trying to pull other crafty people, not like some thirsty homeboys. Nope, nope, nope. I don't need people like that on my stream. I think, yeah, okay. Oh, we're already moving on to the other side of the leaf. And what do you call it? There's actually a big streamer here in Korea named Young. Yeah, I mean, he's still a big streamer, but he was mainly on Twitch, and actually he kind of got a lot of Korean people to watch on Twitch. But he also did YouTube, thankfully, and so now he's just all mainly YouTube. So he did take a bit of a loss, because I think most of his revenue was more from Twitch, I think. But at least he's still running strong. But he don't even bother touching Africa TV. Yeah, I live in Busan. We just went through the worst damn summer ever. Oh my god. And it's funny because I'm from Memphis. Because I'm from the States. I'm like Caucasian American. But my husband's Korean. And I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, where we had hot, sticky summers. And I thought I knew what humid was. Nope. Oh god, Korea's worse. I think to kind of be fair, it's because it's a peninsula, and especially Busan because we're right by the ocean. Because I think, you know, thinking back home, all we had was, you know, the Mississippi River to give us humidity, and there's no mountains here. I did not realize mountains could be like the cause of why a climate could be so humid. I guess because it like keeps all the moisture in. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up. It's been years since I took geography. Like I took geography in 2010. Hey, so your girl hadn't done geography for 14 years. I'm getting old. I'm gonna turn 30 next year. Yeah, it just sounds like the best side Twitch all in one place. Right, it kind of sounds like the OG way live streaming was back then. A little bit, because like the guys on there are kind of like really rough around the edges, like really aggressive, really mean. I don't even think there's such a thing as a wholesome community on Africa TV. And that's one thing I like actually, like a lot of toxic streamers were kind of leaving Twitch. I'm like, ooh, more room for us, like more like crafty, wholesome streamers. I know we're like wholesome gaming, because there's some wholesome gaming channels on here too. So it's like I'm hoping maybe we can all just take over Twitch and there'll no longer be any more toxic streamers on here. I still didn't even know, like, oh my god, I remember hearing about like what was the Twitch gambling or something. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I remember like when they made some rules where it's like you can't gamble on stream or something. So many of those toxic gambling streamers got so pissed. Like, bro, what you're doing is illegal. But yeah, they were real butthurt. And they were like, we're gonna leave Twitch. And I'm like, good. Ain't no one gonna miss you. No, we ain't gonna miss your salty ass attitude. But yeah, I'm hoping like maybe, because now crafting is getting pretty big on Twitch. Like, and there's like quite a few, I think I know of like already, I think two different, crochet streamers that are partnered, right? Like, so they're like making their way on up. Like, sure, maybe they'll never be as big as someone like Amaranth or something, but you know, we're kind of getting there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's kind of about how high it's been here in Korea. It's been like about 34 to 35 Celsius, which is weird because actually last summer it got up to 38, but this year felt hotter. I think the humidity was maybe a bit up more because that's usually what it is. We had like 88% humidity throughout most of the summer. It's awful. I'd give anything for a dry heat. That's one thing me and Mr. Coffee are excited about moving back to not only live in California for a little bit because he's got to finish his degree at SF State in San Francisco. We're going to live in Daly City for probably about like 2 years at the most, or at the minimum at least. So I'll be excited for the weather again because I do kind of miss San Francisco weather. That I got spoiled by that weather. It was nice. Very, very nice. Like, I remember they were having a heat wave, and it was like, and I was like, what heat wave? Like, it didn't even faze me. It was like, it felt like late spring. That's what it felt like to me, actually. And everyone was like, aren't you hot? I'm like, oh, honey bun, this is what our spring feels like. So at least since I was acclimated to a hotter weather, it felt much nicer to me, even during a heat wave. Oh my goodness. Oh no, they got AI streams now? That's crazy. Oh god, especially with everything with the election coming up, things are getting all heated. Is it like a parody debate? Oh, you live in Oregon. I bet it's really pretty out there. It always looks so pretty and green. Whenever I look at like outside of there, I think is Benedict even Oregon? I think Benedict might be in Oregon. I can't remember, but it could be Washington too. Let's see. Oh, and there's even AI VTubers as well. But I think the debate was just a joke. It probably was. Probably like one of those like parody things. Oh my god, like I remember this was like when Fortnite was still fairly popular. Like it kind of, I think it was like around 2018. I remember there was like some really cool voice actor YouTubers who were going around trolling people on Fortnite. And like one dude could do so many voices. Like hopefully, I think this was before AI though, so hopefully these were legit. But one dude could do like he felt legit because it wasn't like a perfect match, you know what I mean? Like it still felt like he's voice acting, like it still felt someone trying to imitate someone else's voice. So I think this dude was legit. But he could do the Black Panther, he could do Pennywise, he could do Barack Obama, and but he could also do Trump. So he would pretend he was like, oh, I think another friend of his could do Trump. So he and him would get on like random squads and try to do like a presidential debate, and the other two people are just like, what the hell's going on? I think some people now are just using AI for that because it's probably just much easier. It just sucks though, because like I feel like that's gonna really take voice acting down the tank. It's such a beautiful art being able to voice act. Oh, and he would do War of God. The dude who could do like the Black Panther voice, yeah, he would do the God of War. He was really good at it too. Or like when he would do Pennywise, he'd scare the shit out of poor little kids, like poor little 12-year-old kids. Oh, I forgot this is not supposed to be a charm. Whoopsie. It's supposed to be for an earring. Let me melt that a little bit. Okay, I need to make something, so I guess I'll just do some half double in the round. I need something that can cover the I can sew onto the base. And it'll cover the other half of the earring. Or like the earring stud, like give it like a little bit of a backing. Oh, you guys sound like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. Oh my god, that guy's got a very distinct voice. Let's see. Oh, you do weaving? Oh, what kind of stuff have you weaved before? Oh, I think I sound like Pee Wee Herman more than I do Mr. Crocker. I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen the advertisements for like on our old VHSs for the, what was it, Pee Wee's Playhouse or something. Actually, I guess now that I think about it, they do have both a very similar voice, don't they? Does that cover it? Not quite. Oh wait, that's the good side. I want to make sure I don't put this on the. I want to put this on the correct side. Oh, that sucks. You had to get rid of some of your weaving stuff. I'm guessing it's, very big, bulky equipment. Especially when you're moving around, you sometimes have to like get rid of stuff. But that's why I'm trying to use up a lot of my yarn before I move back to the States, because like I have more that I came here with, and I'm like, oh, I need to use up, or I'm gonna try to use up my American yarn more because I can easily get that again in America. And the yarn I got here in Korea, I'm trying to save. So that I can take it back with me. I feel like this might be too small. Let me try something else where I work with 6 and I increase to 12 and see if that's better. That feels just a bit too small. Oof, I can definitely tell I've been doing too much of the tiny crochet because this little spot on my finger is starting to really hurt. Let me check. Okay, I don't have any open wounds because that happened last time. I can tell I'm developing a bit of a callus here though, so that's good. Because yeah, when I first really started getting into the micro crochet, like, because this hits the side of my finger a lot, and oh my goodness, it like actually broke skin one time. I had to stop. I can still do like my regular crochet, but I had to stop with the micro crochet. Oh, you can call me Coffee. That's what everyone calls me on here. Call me Coffee for short. It does get funny though when I'm in like a different stream talking to somebody and somebody else has Coffee in their name and they also get called Coffee. So it's like when someone asks like, "Hey, Coffee," and that we're like, "Wait, which one of us are you talking about?" There was actually another crochet streamer named Iced Coffee Entertainment. I haven't seen her live in a while. Kind of sad because she was really sweet. And there's also another Coffee and Crochet because like I had to put an extra E in my name just to have my username. And the thing is, they don't even stream. They're just like a regular user. But yeah, they have the 2 E's in their name. Thankfully though, as soon as Kick became a thing, I went over there, even though I haven't streamed on it yet because mostly when I because you can only restream for free with one other channel, so I haven't had a chance to try to restream with Kick just yet. What do you call it? I went over there and I'm the original Coffee and Crochet on Kick at least. But I eventually do need to probably have a stream on Kick. I just need to choose when. Like when to not do YouTube and to do Twitch and Kick at the same time. I mean, Kick is basically like Twitch's new little twin. They don't belong to Twitch though. It's more like someone made something like Twitch. It's actually kind of uncanny how similar it looks to Twitch. Like they just kind of took the what do you call it, the layout and everything. I think they probably were like a ex-Twitch employee, I bet. What would you call it? Yeah, it's like a new streaming platform. Still, I think it's been around for a little bit now, but it was new-ish a while back, either last year or this year. And I probably should have been like, I really should have been streaming on it, but the thing is, I like also keeping up with, because I don't really upload a lot of videos on my YouTube lately because it is a lot of work. I usually prioritize streaming over like making videos. So at least my streams will do better, like, well, not today very much because it's a very quiet stream, but usually our streams are a bit more bumping. Thursday is a bit of a slow day, I will say. Usually Monday and Tuesday are my better days. But what do you call it though? Right, like sometimes I'll have a video and it won't do so well, and I'm not monetized on YouTube, so like I could put a lot of effort into a video and it just completely flops. And it's like all that time wasted. I could have been streaming. But to make it so that my YouTube is still like I'm kind of uploading something constantly, by if I'm live streaming for it, then I'm still doing something with the YouTube at least. And actually those VODs get views. I did sadly find out that the so I used to think, oh, the views you got during the stream count towards your watch hour. No, it's the views after the live stream is over, then they count. So I don't know, but I had my parents say they kind of go on and kind of watch them, because usually when I'm streaming, it's like their nighttime and they're like asleep. So they'll sometimes come on and watch one of my YouTube VODs because they don't use Twitch, so me doing it through YouTube's actually been really helpful for them. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it's just from fast typing. Right, I'll do that too. Like I have a lot of typos when I type on the keyboard, but for me, it's like when I'm on the phone, it's usually autocorrect that gets you. Or autocomplete. Oh, I hate that so much. Where you try to type a word and they just automatically assume you meant a different word. It's weird because like there's no typo, right? But like it likes to do like this weird autocomplete thing where it'll change the word or make it into a slightly different word. And I'm just like, phone, stop it! I meant this word. Stop changing it. Ooh, this is perfect. Okay, before I do anything, let me get rid of these fuzzies. I just gotta be careful not to accidentally get my working yarn or working thread, because I gotta sew with that. Ah, shoot. That was Golden hot. I gotta be careful though, if I put too much heat here, it will literally melt the string off, and we don't want that. I just want to get the fuzzies near it. Okay, very quick. There we go. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah, it's like 7:30 p.m. for you. Right, probably then. See, it'd be like 9:30 for my parents because they're in Tennessee, so it's Central Time. Right, like I always feel for people who are in Pacific Time or Pacific Coast Time, like they are so lucky because you guys are actually at a reasonable time for me. Ooh, got what do you call it? Which one? A cherry Pokemon? Go for that. I don't even know if I caught the other one. I don't think I remember checking. Okay, first things first, I'm going to carefully take some glue and put it on the top part. So I'll stick to this. Okay, let me see which side is which. Okay, I think that's the front side. Yeah. Okay, this is the back side. This is what I'm gonna sew it to, because I'm trying to make this into like a little stud earring. The thing is, I want these charms to also double as earrings as well, so they can like kind of be part of a set. So if people buy the charm bracelets, they can also buy matching earrings, you know. I always like, before I glue it, I like to kind of sew it in a one little spot, so that way it won't move around too much when I try to sew it. Okay, now let's get some glue on there. I probably need to let that set before I begin, because if I try sewing it now, it'll slide around too much. And say VTubers, not tubers. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to have I have like just a little simple PNG tuber. That's because I only have one camera though, so I can't show myself during stream. I used to actually show myself during stream when I would do a gaming stream, but it became such a hassle moving the webcam back and forth. They're still there, like my old streams, like they're on my YouTube. Because I started out restreaming, I believe, from the get-go. So a lot of my old streams are also still on my YouTube, but they're kind of buried though. I think this should be safe enough to sew now. I don't feel it really moving around too much. I'm hoping one day though, I really want to get one of them nice. I think I wrote down somewhere what camera it was. I want to use the same camera that Grumbly uses. Like, he's got a real nice setup. I love the quality of his work on his streams. But he has one of those CSRs you can stream with, right? Like, it's like a really expensive Sony camera. I think it was like 500 something bucks. And then he has a Sigma lens, and oh my god, those Sigma lenses are just as much as the camera. So it's like at least a $1,000 plus setup. Plus, not to mention, I have no idea what kind of tripod he uses. They actually changed it now. It's after 14 days. But yeah, it used to be on for a month. That's why I restream with YouTube. It's because it still keeps the VOD. Yeah, that's what I meant. Because like I was restreaming from the very beginning when I started streaming. Because as long as you're actually not affiliate, it was okay to restream. And I actually stopped restreaming for a long, long time because you're kind of not supposed to when you're affiliate, right? Or partnered. And then I go to find out everyone still does it. And actually, it was really funny because like back in, I think last fall, Twitch actually came out saying we had permission for people who are residing in Korea. We actually had permission to restream because they wanted us to be able to move our platform to somewhere else, right? They had to move our communities to a different platform. They actually gave us permission to restream for like those months until they left out in February. However, though I'm technically not in Korea, like according to Twitch, my onboarding is back in America. I just used my parents' address. So that's kind of basically my second home. Like that's where everything's attached to, like my bank, my driver's license, it all is attached to that address. So at least it checks out. When I had to give photo ID, it checked out. But what do you call that? I can finally change it to the California address when we eventually move. We already know what apartments we want to move to. We just don't know what unit we'll get. Who's Grumbly? Oh, he's a Twitch streamer. He does like clay sculpting. He makes masks, and then he'll like sculpt it, which I first found out yesterday is his least favorite part. I don't know if he restreams on YouTube, but he's more of a Twitch streamer. I could have swore I've seen one of his streams on YouTube one time, so he may restream as well. I'll have to like see. I don't know if he makes YouTube videos, so I don't think he does. But he's got such a nice setup. Like you can see all the little details of his work. See, I'm just using a $50 webcam, so everything's kind of blurry. Which is actually the thing is, this webcam was fine as like a face cam. It's fine for that. Just it kind of sucked. For like when I would move around. Thankfully, I found out how to turn off the focus because we actually had to contact the company who made this, because this is a Korean webcam. It's by Abco, and it would be like grayed out to turn off the autofocus. I don't know why. And turns out it was a firmware problem. It's because our computer was in English. That's why it wasn't working. So at least now I don't people don't get seasick in my streams no more. So now I can control it finally manually. Like when I want to show something close to the stream, I just like turn the bar up to 100. Oh, messed around playing with molding clay before. Is that the kind that air dries, I think? I'm not sure what kind Grumbly uses. I think he just uses regular clay. I don't know if he has a kiln or not. Those things are... Oh, that's another thing to that, because those things are expensive. But he'll also, like, after it's done, he'll paint them on the stream. And you just, like, see all the little tiny details. But my goodness. I've seen other crafting streamers that had a DSLR, and it was like pretty good quality, but it wasn't like as good as his quality was. You know what I mean? So that's why I really wanted to get what he has. So I'm thinking maybe other ones, just other streamers, I'm thinking of maybe they just had the camera, but they didn't have the Sigma lens. So that could be the difference. Like, because I think also another crafting streamer, I like her quality too, but it's not as strong as Grumbly's. Like it's not as heavily detailed or like super clear like his is. And I think, but she also had a Sony camera, so maybe she has like a similar camera, just not the Sigma lens. That's probably what helps you. It's like see down to the nitty gritty. And that'll be really helpful for my type of crochet since I do micro crochet and it's really hard for people to see what I'm doing. Ow, I just like stabbed myself. Oh well, I'm used to it by now. Been doing this for years. I'm thinking I might try to come up with a slightly bigger version of this, I think. And make it a little bit taller and longer just for the earrings. I feel like this might be too small for an earring. Well, technically for an earring it's fine, but like it's hard to get the backing on here. I don't know, we'll see. I'll try developing a slightly larger one. And I'll keep the small one for the charms and like a larger one for the earring. Oh, okay, so it's the air dry one. Hey, you're in a holic, how you doing? We're making like little maple leaves. I'm trying to make one as a earring, but we've been making the most of them for charm bracelets. So we're making a lot of charms. I feel like we have so many to show you. Let me finish sewing this up real quick because I'm like almost done. Even though I glued it to there, I still don't trust the glue to not like, I don't know, I guess move around too much or something. So I always feel better if I sew the base. Plus it looks better too, because then it kind of looks more seamless once it's sewn on instead of just looking glued on, you know. Okay, there we go. That glue right here. Let's see if I can take that off. I'll just melt the end of that string with a little bit of fire. Gotta be careful not to burn the tip. Ah, shoot, I think I need a new... I'm definitely gonna need a new lighter soon. That one's almost out. Ooh, just crocheted a witch hat for a commission, right? We're getting in the fall spirit. We're like, we're done with summer. I know, I kind of want to work on some Halloween stuff soon too, but I was like, let me work on like general fall first, because that could be useful for September, and maybe like early bits of October, and then I'll probably start working on some Halloween ones. But here are the charms we have so far. Here's the charm of little like maple leaf. I'm not happy with how these turned out. Thankfully, I've already made this pattern before, like a while back, like actually during the spring. I forgot about it. And here's the earring version we made. So here's what the back looks like. You can kind of see like it barely fit there, and ooh, is that glue? Okay, no, thankfully I thought that was glue for a second. But yeah, it's like kind of difficult to sew it on there. So I'm thinking maybe I should just make it a bit bigger. Like I started chain 4 for this, so maybe if I expand it to a little bit larger, and I can like make the end parts larger as well, like chaining more. I just gotta work out the stitch count and all that. Since I have a base that I could work fine with, so it shouldn't be too difficult trying to increase it. I love how these turned out though. And I really love the sunflower ones. These are like really pretty. They're actually really easy to make. And because I used the flame, you know, like I used the fire, right? Like from the lighter to kind of melt all the fuzzies. But actually sometimes if I kind of melt it a little bit too much, it actually makes it a little bit orangey on the outside, right? So it looks like I stained it. So it actually works like that. Because I made a mistake one time by accidentally overheating one side. I'm like, oh, that actually looks nice. Let me go and do the other side, like get it even. Got some pumpkin charms. One I actually made a bit smaller than the other one. Like these were the 2 experiments. So I think I'm gonna go with this one more. So I think I'm gonna stuff it a bit less so I can make, because I like the creases on this one, but I like the size of this one because I want the amigurumi sizes to be somewhat similar. Then we got like, we just worked on a pine cone back on Tuesday, and we also got like an apple. And I just finished a mushroom though. I think I'm gonna do one more. Instead, I did 2 rows of cream. I think I'm gonna switch it to where that upper row will just still be the orange, and then the bottom row will be the cream. So I'm gonna do one more row of color. It's still really cute. I like the shape though. This is like the shape I was trying to go for like a really cute little mushroom charm. Then we just got some like, you know, just regular leaves, right? Like a simple little leaf. They'll be in different colors. And my favorite, the pumpkin spice latte. This one's my ultimate favorite. And the same thing, like I kind of like melt the edges of it a little bit more with the little circle part. That's just like a little oval I crochet and I just glue it right on there. And yeah, it kind of helps it look a little bit more stained a little bit. Oh, we also have one more technically. We have a acorn, but they're all on the charm bracelet. I have one ready to go. Oh, and I forgot about the oak leaf. Where'd the... Uh-oh, I had an oak leaf over here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Whew. I hope I didn't lose that. I forgot the other charm, an oak leaf. We have like 3 different leaf charms, so we have 10 charms all together. And this is like one that we have already done. It's got little acorns on it. Little different oak leaves or the oak leaves in different colors. Got the sunflowers. This is the one I got ready to go. And like you can technically choose up to 8 charms. I'm gonna put these on the coffee page eventually. I just want to make sure I designed all the charms first and like take pictures of them. So now that I finally designed, I guess I still gotta tweak the mushroom. That's the last one I gotta tweak. So the pattern I wrote is fine. I just gotta tweak the color, change a little bit. Be like, all right, that's my favorite one now. Oh wait, which one? Oh, the pumpkin spice one. Yeah, that one's my fave. Cause I was actually shocked how cute they turn out. All right, but the sunflower though is probably like the easy peasiest to make, and the oak leaf because they're flat. So I do gotta starch them a little bit so they're a little bit stiffer. But yeah, these turn out real cute though. And I have like a little video. Let's see, let me show what it looks like when I wear it. Try to... There you go, but it looks like this. You flip the charms. That's the only problem is you gotta kind of flip the charms to be on the correct side. Yeah, this is what it'll kind of look like. Now I can't wait to make one with the pumpkin spice. That'd be kind of cute, like some pumpkin charms, because people don't have to have like only one of each charm, right? They could have like, because this one I did more in a pattern, like with 3 different charms. They could also have like an extra charm for the bottom for the extender chain. I've seen some people do that. Like before, I just saw mostly pearls, but then I saw another person who makes crocheted charm bracelets, and they would add like a little leaf there. Or an extra piece of fruit, like they had some cute orange ones or lemon ones that had like a lemon slice at the end. I was so tempted to do like a watermelon charm bracelet, but I'm like, summer's already pretty much over. I should start, because we started working on this like, I think, last week of August, I think. Let's see, also I need to throw away some of these yarn scraps. Not throw away, but you know, like put them away. Oh man, I'm still sleepy. And probably because I went to the gym today, so I'm a little worn out. Means I just need more coffee. And or actually probably more water, that's probably more important. Oh shoot, I gotta fill up my water. It's like almost out. Let me go do that in a second. Yeah, I feel like I probably need a lot more water. Yeah, this looks pretty cute as an earring. Just I need to maybe make it a bit bigger, or it could be. Let me see, because I have another one here I made off stream. It's a little bit bigger, so it could be just maybe I'm crocheting too tight on stream, and because I noticed the leaves I'm making on stream are a little bit smaller than what I make off stream, and I think it's because my tension is kind of tight, trying to fit within the what do you call it? Oh, and also, I actually have already 5. That's how much I love the pumpkin spice one, is I actually already have 5 ready to go. Oops. Let's see. I have technically 6 altogether, because one of them's a prototype, but that one, oh, I think it's this one. This one's a little bit, you can see the bottom part's longer. That's going to be my own personal charm, because that's the prototype. But 5 of the good ones, so I got like 5. I went crazy over the weekend and made like 5 little pumpkin spice latte charms. They're just so cute. Oh, and they're gonna also work double as earrings as well. I need to make them into earrings. That's why I want to make so many in the beginning, because I think I'm going to probably make these charm breaks that says made for order. Since it'd be like customizable, so it has to be kind of made for order. But I want to have generally a good amount of the charms done, so I'll probably sell my mic because it depends on how many of the same charm the person picks. So I might have to like crochet a couple more charms to finish their order basically. But I want to have like some ready to go, and I want to have some I can just go ahead and make into earrings, so that can be like kind of like a matching set. Man, I'd be like, if I could afford the shipping, I'd totally order commission those charms to be made into progress keepers for other yarny projects. Oh, right, like that'd be kind of cute. Let's see if you're willing to make that an option too, right? Or like making wait, what are progress keepers? You mean like I don't know, I was thinking of like little yarn balls or something. Like how cute would that be, like little different like crochet or knitting charms if I crocheted those? Oh wait, you're talking about I know what you're meaning. I got some of those. They're kind of like a stitch marker, but they're like they got the little lobster clasps. I think you're talking about those, right? I probably will need to get some more lobster clasps though, because I have like zilch. I think this one's not a lobster clasp. These, I think you're talking about these, right? I have a couple more somewhere that are. Oh, that's such a good idea, actually. I never thought of that. Oh, here's one that's got a lobster clasp. So the funny thing is, where I'm getting my lobster clasp from are actually from my charm lanyards, actually. So, I have these like phone charm lanyards, however, I kind of don't really like the little lobster clasp, because like, really when I sell this, right, it's gonna be, I want it to be attached to the charm. It's probably not, because no one's gonna probably interchange the charm, right? I mean, I could always make that where they could just have one lanyard and they can interchange charms, but I think for the most part, when people buy this, they're gonna just buy it with already the lanyard attached to it. So I can take the lobster clasp off and still have this, and I can just put a jump ring instead for when I want to attach it to a charm. Because I kind of was scared like my charms would fall off, I think, because like if this is like, I don't know, somehow gets bent and like or caught on something and they could release the charm maybe. So I'm taking these off because I don't have any independently of their own. Like I don't have any separate ones. I'm actually waiting until my hopefully next Twitch payout, and I can maybe buy some off AliExpress. That's what I'm waiting on. Because if I could get a bunch of those, because I have tons of jump rings, that would be perfect, right? Oh yeah, we actually got some on the coffee page. They're real cute too, but they're more spring, I should say. Only problem is it's like they're a bit expensive though because of the shipping. I had to raise my shipping to $15. I got a message from what do you call it? I had K-Packet so I could get like cheaper shipping. It's not that much difference honestly compared to EMS. Honestly, like sure for like the smaller packages it kind of makes sense, but when it comes to a big package it's almost the same, like 20 something dollars. And I have to go to a post office that's kind of far away, so I think I'm just gonna stick with my local post office and just send EMS because they both use USPS. Wait, let me turn this up so you guys can see them a bit better. But I got like this one's technically more of a Valentine's Day one, but I made her during spring though. But here's like our little sweetheart one. She's like holding a little heart. And then I got what do you call this? She's my favorite, the gardening one. Oh my gosh, she's so stinking cute. Little gardener, got her little tulip, got like a little daisy. My other favorite is because in Japan they had a sakura latte, and in Korea they didn't have a sakura latte, but they did have sakura styled like tumblers and things, and some desserts that were like sakura decorated. So I kind of made like one with a little sakura latte. Really cute little gal. Oh, I need to fix her little puff though. It's like in the wrong spot. I think that's the only one with the phone charms, like just those three. I need to make some more though. I'm actually thinking to go back and probably take the lobster clasp off and just put the jump ring onto the lanyard. I think that'll be better. Then at least I can use that for now until I can buy me a bunch. Because I can just get like a bunch, like 100 or something. But I'm just trying to go with what I got now. Oh, and I also want to get some more chain for the charm bracelets, because right now the chain I'm using is actually chain I meant to have for earrings, which I have a ton of it, so I can kind of use a little bit for both. But it would be kind of nice having some already like made, like with the extender thing already made, because I think they sell chains that are just for bracelets that already have the lobster clasp on it, so I'm gonna look into that too. Though I still will get the lobster clasp separate, because that would be kind of nice. I can make like the little progress charms. So I need to turn the focus down. There we go. Hey NPC, how you doing? We're making little tiny charms. Wait, let me give you a shout out real quick. But it's feeling pretty good today. Finally the weather's kind of going down. I did say it might get up to 30 Celsius this afternoon, so I'm kind of dreading that. Let me see what the temperature is now. Because it was 23 this morning. Oh man, it's already 31. I don't feel like 31 though. Wait, let me see. Oh, that's why. I was gonna say it's 31. I don't know. Can you guys see that? That says 41%. Wow, the humidity just like tanked, y'all. Like, I mean, to be fair, it was kind of slowly going down. Like, it was like 80 something for the most part of the summer. Then it got down to like the mid 70s in the not temperature, by the way. I'm talking about the humidity percentage. And lately this week it's been the 60s. Now it's in the 40s. Oh my goodness, no wonder. Isn't that crazy? Oh, it just went up a degree. Now it's 32. Isn't that crazy of the difference between? Because 32 Celsius doesn't feel that bad when the what do you call it's low, when the humidity's low. So it's really humidity that's really getting you. I hate the humidity though. It's such a pain in the ass. Oh, you're very welcome then, PC. Oh no, oh, I can't sleep. Oh, what time is it for you? I'm guessing it's kind of late. Oh wait, are you in the UK? I think you're in the UK, aren't you? I was gonna say, because if you're in the UK, that's like the middle of the night for you. Oh yeah, 4 AM, that's what I thought. Because normally, like during my normal stream time, when people do the UK come, it's usually like their morning time, like their breakfast time, so it's not so bad. But then I'm like, oh wait, I'm streaming earlier than normal. It's not even 12 yet. About to be like in 3 minutes. Right, I am British. So, bottle of water. I love that so much. Like, whenever I see, like, the first thing people say when they talk British, they're like, or an Americans try to do like a British accent, they always do the bottle of water thing. Oh my god. And probably my favorite accent probably be Australian, because I never knew to describe it, but then someone said Australians are just British Texans, and oh my god, that just makes so much sense. Like, just that description I felt like was perfect, because it kind of feels like that. It's kind of feel, because like y'all's accents will be sometimes similar, because I remember one time there was like a news anchor lady from Australia, and I actually thought she was British. I did not know she was Australian because she like spoke very posh. So it seems like if you speak very posh in Australia, you kind of almost sound British, but like if you're just like a regular old schmegular person, like yeah, you're gonna have like a much stronger accent. It's probably depending also where you're from too. Also, New Zealand accent's a little bit, I can tell it's a little bit lighter. It's not as heavy as the Australian accent. Like, man, those Australian accents get real strong. Be like, not wrong. I will say though, it sounds very elegant. Like, I remember it's like funny, right? Because like I think people forget that the UK also has like a shit ton of crime. They have like their own grimy areas. But anytime like someone speaks with a British accent, we automatically think they're like super rich or posh or like very eloquent, and it's like I think people forget how rough the UK can be. They got some rough spots. What's the accent that's like sounds really rough too? The I think it's Liverpool accent, right? That's the one that really gets everybody. I remember there was like someone was showing the different accents from the UK, and someone did a Liverpool, and the guy's like, everyone always thinks I'm fucking Irish. I think that's the one I do think, it does kind of sound like it could be a little bit. Let me see. I'm gonna do an orange one next, so... Or wait, maybe I should do one more red just to finish off the earring set. Right? It's actually shocking how many accents you guys have. Like, because you're like a much tinier country. Because, like, yeah, even though the US does have tons of accents, like, I feel like it's not as pinpoint different versus the UK, right? Like, our accents cover a much larger region, I feel like. Now, granted, of course, there'll be some cities. Maybe because, like, yeah, like, maybe it's like, I guess it goes off by city, maybe. Because, like, I've had people come in here and be like, oh, is that a Memphis accent I hear? And I'm like, oh, they actually pinpointed, like, really well. Sometimes they'll say, like, Tennessean accent. But I've had a few people say Memphis. I'm like, oh, they could tell right away. Because actually, a Eastern Tennessee accent is very different from a Western Tennessee accent. I can't remember. I think, isn't Dolly Parton? I think Dolly Parton's from East Tennessee, ain't she? She's from the foothills, so, and I don't talk like Dolly Parton. Right? They talk very differently over there. I do love her accent though. She's got the sweetest accent. Yep. Oh yeah, she's I think yeah, Eastern Tennessee. Sevierville? If I'm saying that right. Is that east? I want to see that on a map. Oh yeah, right down the foothills. Yeah, they sound very different. Like, to be fair, Tennessee's a very long state. Right? Like, I feel like most states will have like maybe just a handful of accents, but like I feel like, right, you guys have like 2 times more of the accents. It's just funny, right? You go to like a city over and like the people already talk so different. But let me be right back. I'm gonna go get some more water. Your girl's parched. Alright, I'm back. Let me see. But is it cool if I talk about why I can't sleep? It'll step into mentioning myself, so I'm unsure if that's self-promoting or not. No, that's fine. Don't worry. We're not like I know like sometimes some streams like they don't like it if you're a little self-promoting though, but like if you've been in here for a while, being a little self-promoting is fine. Let me get a quick bite of my curry. I kind of neglected it after I started stream. We got to 300 yesterday. I was very happy. Wait, you mean like 300 viewers? Oh, it's it doesn't look as appetizing now because it's kind of like been sitting here for an hour. Yeah, sorry about that. I about choked on a piece of rice. It's just Japanese style curry. We found out it's so easy to make this kind of curry in a rice cooker. You really just like, you don't even have to cut anything, though Mr. Coffee went ahead and cut stuff because it'd just be easier. But literally from the videos, you just throw in your whole onions. Of course you like take the skin off and all that, but like throw in whole onions, tomatoes after you take like the leafy part off. What else? Oh, 300 followers, let's go. Right, you're getting closer to 500. I remember when I reached 500, that's kind of when I could feel Twitch was like pushing my stream more, I think. Let me get a quick sip of water, wash all that down. It's really good though, like, yeah, I'm trying to see like some more meals we can just make in the rice cooker, like just easy peasy. Apparently you're supposed to mash everything because it's been cooking for a while. It's kind of like almost like a sped up slow cooker in a sense. So it's like, I guess like more, that would be like what, an Instant Pot? I think that's what Instant Pot does, but it's like the rice cooker is like a medium way, so it's not as quick as Instant Pot, but it's like not as long as a slow cooker. But then when it's done cooking, you just kind of mash it all together and you just plate it on rice. Oh, and you put your whatever choice of meat you're using. Usually like beef or ground beef or ground pork. I think we used ground pork for this one. I mean, I'd be like, right, 500, but I wasn't even expecting to get even 50, but here I am. But yeah, I'm happy, right? Because actually once like it does seem like the more viewers you start to have, like the more, I don't know if it's just, because I'll be having a quiet stream where we're not having a lot of people in, right? But I'll still have somebody come in saying I was recommended. I'm like, oh, really? Because like, I usually expect it to be unrecommended if we have like a lot of people watching, right? Because Twitch will push your stream that way. But I think sometimes followers count, I think. Like if you like the size of your stream, Twitch will like kind of boost it a little bit. Oh right, yeah, I need to try Japanese style curry. Is it the super veggie one? Yeah, it's actually a great way to get your veggies in because I don't really taste the vegetables. Like I taste the carrots, but they actually taste good. Like I usually hate cooked carrots, but cooked carrots and curry are actually bomb. That's like the only way. Either jimdak, which is this Korean braised and soy sauce chicken dish, or curry is like the only way you're gonna get me to eat cooked veg. I love raw carrots, like right, like a good raw carrot, but like apparently like cooked carrots are actually better for you or something. Isn't that weird? Because I remember like during the 2000s there was like a phase where like everyone was like trying to eat their vegetables raw. It was like the new thing, eating raw basically. It's supposed to be better for you, but actually now thinking about it, turns out some stuff's actually just better for you when it's cooked because it like releases certain vitamins or antioxidants. And also as humans, I think we weren't meant to eat a lot of raw vegetables because every time I try eating some raw vegetables, I get an upset stomach. So it's actually better to eat them cooked. Though I prefer roasted. I don't like boiled vegetables. Boiled vegetables are sad. I'm sorry. They just are. Except for peas. Peas are like the only thing that are fine to be boiled. But like broccoli and stuff, like now I gotta have oven roasted broccoli. It's so good. Especially if you get like an air fryer so you don't need as much oil, thankfully. But like, right, I love veggies. I'm just lazy when cooking. I need to learn ways to make versatile recipes or something. Right? Like, yeah, I've like been seeing these different like, there was also another one, I think it was like, it's by this lady who, I love her message. She's like, don't subtract ads. So she's like trying to instead of like subtracting from your meal to make it healthier, try adding to your meal to make it healthier, like adding like healthier like rich veggies or something, you know, rich full of vitamins and antioxidants, or adding fruit or something. So she's more of a add, don't subtract, to make something healthier. So you can still kind of enjoy like a guilty pleasure item, but you're making it healthier by adding good stuff to it, kind of to balance it out. And she's got some, she actually had another, I need to look at the video again. She also had a cooked all in a rice cooker type recipe. I think it was a chicken soy sauce one. It's like kind of like easy stuff, you just plate over rice, done. Like that kind of food is so easy. Hey Pink Lemonade, how you doing? I know, right? Boiled food can be very sad. Like once it's turned to boiling hot mush, it's right? Oven roast is the way to go, because like I don't like raw bell pepper, but actually some oven roasted bell pepper is usually pretty good. We're making what do you call it, some little, I found my pattern for the maple leaf, and I'm so happy because like they turned out to be the perfect size. Look at them, they're such perfect little maple leaves. And I was so scared because I could not find it at first in the stack of papers I had. I was like, oh no, it's not here. But then I had a vague memory of like placing it into my little basket cart, my little wheelie basket cart. I'm like, maybe it's still in there, and it was like right there. Let's see, and I made one. I made one as an earring. I think I might try to make the ones for earrings a wee bit bigger. Now the size is perfect for an earring. However, it is, I'm using like my smallest backing possible. And I also like to crochet, and so like I like to crochet a little disc. I can slide the pull through there, right, of the earring post, and then I sew it onto the back, right. But I could barely do it on this one. It was very hard, very difficult. So I'm thinking maybe if I could just make this a wee bit bigger, like maybe I'll chain a bit more so that way the leaves end up being a bit bigger. We'll see. I have to like work with it. But if not, then I'll just stick with this, and I'll just try to be careful every time I sew the post on. But yeah, this will make a really cute little earring though. Actually, when is Canadian Thanksgiving actually? Because is that coming up soon? I can't remember when their Thanksgiving was. Oh, it's October 14th. Okay. I can get these on the coffee page, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe we'll have, well, the only problem is I have no idea if it'll arrive in time. Well, here's the thing though, if I'm using EMS from now, because I've kind of given up on the K-Packet thing. Because it's sad too, because like I went through the trouble of getting the contract and everything. Just so I could have cheaper shipping. It was only like $5-10 cheaper really. I've raised the shipping on the coffee page because now I'm gonna start using EMS. At least EMS is quick. EMS is faster because K-Packet was like lower shipping. You still get tracking, but it's a lot slower, so it took like 2 weeks sometimes. Honestly, I just cannot wait until we move back. I was like, I love living here, but I can't wait to move back to the States. Because especially like where we want to live, there's actually a post office there. I like debating which apartment complex I want, because like one is closer to the Ross and the Safeway, the other one is closer to the post office. And I'm thinking I would probably rather be closer to the post office because like, you know, I might not have to work at Ross, especially if the crochet business goes well. I won't need to have to work at Ross. Maybe just have to work there for a little bit. So maybe it'd be better just being closer to the post office. I kind of like the apartments that were close to the post office because they're each like different. They each have like their own personality. Let's see, let's get a second one done. Or should I try, should we try skewing this and try to make our own little bit bigger one? Maybe I could. Let me put that there. Let's try that real quick. I need to get a sheet of paper though. Right, let's see if we can make this a wee bit bigger. I need to use my markers though, because this helps me separate what side we're doing. Because if you had it all in black, I do hate when they put the visual patterns all in the same color. I'm like, no, please don't. That's just too much. I like when they color change, like one color represents the front, one color represents the back side. Like you don't have to do like multiple colors, just 2 colors is fine. So I do like to do the initial chain though. Actually, maybe I should keep the chain blue because that actually matches the side because we don't really turn our work. Let's see, I'm gonna try to design one that's a little bit bigger, so I just gotta switch up the little bit of like how tall the leaves will be. Let's see, we chained 4 in the beginning, so let me chain like maybe 6. Oops, I forgot one of these I want to skip. The top one. I'm gonna use this to white it out. This is a white gel pen. Then we're gonna chain 1. I switch to red. Oh, wrong side. This is okay. This is where we do. Oops. We start the. Go back here, and then we start working on like this side of the leaf. Also, I want to try something different. I don't want to put 5 single crochet all in the same middle ones, so let's do an increase right here. Then we'll do a triple one. Actually, wait. Ooh. So I'm making this bigger, so. It's all white out. It's so cute. That's like a little melon soda. I need to get the peach soda, but I keep forgetting to get it every time I go Daiso. I think we'll keep this because we're making it longer, so actually we can add this here. So I don't have to make it exactly. So here we will slip stitch and then chain. Basically what we do is we actually crochet, we do like a single crochet right in this like little spot. So I'm gonna put a little arrow to represent like we're gonna crochet in that. And then one here. Here. I think I skipped that last one, so I'm gonna chain 2 here. Let me slip stitch there and chain 1. Now we're going to half double crochet, and I'm gonna not half double crochet, I mean single crochet. Oh, that should be red. I think after that, we do another single crochet. It goes here. And we do another triple this way. Then add one right here. Is that even? Yeah, see, that's looking even. I'll just slip stitch there. And slip stitch again here, then I'll make the stem just a wee bit longer, so I'll do a half double crochet, then a single crochet, and then slip stitches. Okay, let's see how that turns out. Let's hope that's a wee bit bigger and that'll be good for an earring. Hey Elspore, how you doing? Or we're making little we got little Canadian maple leaves. But the problem is I want to make this into some earring studs, and I managed to kind of get one, but it's kind of hard to get that stud to kind of fit on the back properly, like, because I need a crochet disc and sew around that, and it was kind of messing up with the top leaf because it was like barely any room. Like I can kind of see from the side, like I can see that disc kind of peeking through. So I wanted to make it just slightly bigger for maybe some stud earrings, because I want to make these like where people can have like the charm bracelet but also have matching earrings. Let's give this a try. How much did I change? 1, 2. I think we changed 6, right? Let me write that so I can remember. I can put these somewhere else. Okay, so it looks like I just gotta go 2 more times. So far, this one's looking pretty good. Not looking too big, but not too small. So I think this one will be definitely a winner for making into earrings. evening, Miss Moonrose Rosecrafts. How you doing? We're just working on some maple leaves. I finally found my little maple leaf pattern, but we're trying to make one slightly bigger for earrings because I barely got that earring post onto the small one. So I think I'll leave the small one for charms and then make these slightly bigger ones that are going to be for earrings. That way they still kind of match the set. You see already this one's turning out much, much bigger, but still small enough to be earrings, thankfully. Oh, what am I making now? Oh, I'm making a little maple leaf, but I'm making it a bit bigger than the other ones. Let's see, that looks like it'll be pretty good for an earring. The other ones are a lot smaller, and I barely got the earring post on this one. It was really hard to sew on, so this one will hopefully have a little bit more, definitely have more wiggle room for the earring post. How much did I chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How much should I chain now? Okay, I only chained 3. I actually made this little, well, not this particular pattern, we just wrote this one up, but we just used the old one I made a while back and just kind of like chained a bit more, made the leaves a bit longer. So it's more like the counting changed, but as far as like the shape, it's still like the same. So it was pretty easy to kind of make up a new one, just making it a wee bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, it's usually kind of hard to find like a good maple leaf pattern, like a crochet maple leaf pattern. I really don't like a lot of the ones that are like available on YouTube. They're just eh. I think there was one I found that's very similar to the one I found. That's what I thought. Yeah, that'd be kind of cute, like little Canadian flags. Because also, I think Canada's Thanksgiving is coming up too, October 14th. So maybe I should like. Oh, that'd be kind of cute for some flags, actually. Like, I just need to make, like, a crochet little white border. I think if I do that, then I'll probably use the smaller one. And because that way that white square will actually make a good base for the earring. It'll be plenty big. That would be kind of cute, though. Some, like, little Canadian flag earrings. I just threaded it, and now it fell off. Get you back on there. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. This one, yeah, this is still like earring size, but definitely much more room for the post. Let me hold up one of the earring posts I have. Yeah, see, now I'm going to have a lot more room to kind of work with. See, before, like, it barely fit on there. Right there's not much room, but this one's got a little bit more wiggle room for sewing. That's going to be much, much easier. I probably do got to starch them, though. Wait, want to talk about that when you're not on live? Wait, do you mean talking about the Canadian flag or? Ah, okie dokie. Alright, now for my favorite part, let's get rid of these little fuzzies. I might need to get a new lighter, though this one's coming to its end. I think it's running out of the lighter fluid. I got a little bit left. I always like to use them up until you just can't use them at all anymore. I don't like to waste. Ooh! Ah! No, the freaking wind started blowing it like crazy. I do have the window open. There we go. Nice and clean. Here, I'll turn the focus up so you can see it a wee bit better. But here it is up close, and here are the smaller ones. Up close. Very, very similar. I think the bigger ones are definitely a little bit wider. Try pushing that down, see if that looks a bit better. Yeah, it's just a nice like little, I think maybe the stem might be off center. Oh, I think it is. Okay, I'll probably gotta fix that. So I think I'll just keep that as decoration. I don't want that to be an earring if it's like off center. Let's see. Oh, I'll say goodnight to your fiance. Hope he has sweet dreams. Let me see. Let me get some more. Oh, he left so fast, so don't worry about it. Alright, he's like, oh, it's my bedtime coming up. Better get to bed. Honestly, it's kind of funny because, like, the older I get, the more I appreciate sleep. Like, the more I get excited when it's time to go to bed because it's like, time to get, like, cozy and everything. And it's kind of funny, as kids, we despise having to take naps, but the older we get, the more we want them. gonna try something different again where I tried changing how I did the increasing here, so I didn't have to put 5 single crochet in all one stitch, but I think because of that it's making it look much wider and not more full. So I'm gonna try same thing, everything, but I'm going to do 5 single crochet when I get to that round and see if that looks better. If so, then I need to rewrite a new one. Let's see. Oh, I got to go, but hopefully I get to watch your next stream. Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow for a Planet Zoo stream, but also I'm thinking to, because also my gaming streams don't do very well, so I'm thinking if after maybe like 2 hours or so after we do Discord Thursday and not many people are in, I'll probably switch on over to the crochet desk. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just have to see. That was what Mr. Coffee suggested. He's like, yeah, he's like, I noticed your crochet streams do so much better than the gaming ones. It might be like a hybrid stream tomorrow. Plus also, oh, wow, it's already 3 hours. I'll probably be actually hopping off after this 3 hours are up, actually. Yep, same time, always 10 a.m. South Korea time. If you got like a little, like your little like smartphone and you go into clocks, usually there's a way you can see like world clock and you can like put in like different cities. So you can like put in for Korea and then you can like always check, or you can just also Google South Korea time and see if it's like 10 o'clock yet. So usually Discord Thursday is just, there's like no set time technically. It's just more, once like a decent amount of people have come into the chat, like, right, I don't start off right away because there's like no one in chat sometimes. So it's kind of pointless. I want to wait till some people come in so they can like see the stuff that people have made. So usually what I'll do is I'll play for a little bit, and then once we get like maybe like 10 people in or 8, just depends on how quiet or how like bumping the stream is. Like once we got some people in, then we'll start it and go through, and people can like show off their chats. I mean show off in chat like their well, not in chat, but like, let me put the little thing they can show off in the Discord in this channel right here. They can show off what they've been making. Yeah, it's probably like your evening, I believe. Let's see, wait, oh, yesterday I don't think you seen the picture sent. Let me see, because I didn't really go on Instagram yesterday. I try to kind of stay off social media too much. I know it's not too good for you. And look at some of these pins. Why is it not opening? Here we go. Oh, those are so cute. Oh, I think I've seen this little chicken bucket. Let me save that. That is hella cute though. Look at the little chicken bucket. Like, look at that, guys. How cute is that? I'll have to go through some of these later. Let me heart all of them. Doing a little taco. Really, guys, so now bye. Alright, I'll see you, Caleb. Let's see, I got about like 6 minutes left. And then we will raid out. Because, yeah, to be fair, I've done some really long streams this week, so it's kind of good to just do like a nice little 3-hour stream. I did a really long stream Monday, I think. I did like almost 7-hour stream or 6-hour stream. I gotta go back and look, see how long it is. Normally I try to aim for just 3 hours, but if we have like a really good stream, I'll stay in a little bit longer. I forgot they're making a Minecraft movie. Is it animated or is it like live action? I couldn't remember. Oh, it's live action? Oh, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I've noticed they're making like a lot of video games into live action lately, aren't they? Like they made the Mario movie, they made which I have not even seen that. Wait, is Mario movie live action? I gotta go back and check. It might not be. But like the Sonic movie, I think was live action. Uh-oh, I got a knot right here. Okay, it wasn't a real knot, it was a fake knot. It's like one of those knots where you pull it and it undoes itself. Thank goodness. We were looked it up by age and it's been oldest by wow, 5,000, that's old. Oh, because I think it could be Friday, or I'm also thinking, or you looked it up Friday, I'm thinking it also could be in February, or, oh, like June Flag Day. Alright, we're almost done. I just gotta finish this little stem. I'm hoping this one's gonna be a bit more centered, but we will see. Ah, hold on. I made that half double way too loose. Right, redo that. There we go. Now it's more centered. I think I like this one better. I mean, they both look very similar, but this stem was a little bit off-centered, so I'll probably just keep this as like decoration for the desk or something. Let me sew it up. Now for the fun part. Get rid of all the fuzzies. Gotta make sure to get the stem too, but you gotta be careful. If any like thinner part, it will melt too easily. Usually better to do this over a candle with some tweezers. So you have a little bit, it's a little bit more controlled. There we go. At least the stem now is centered. The other one, it wasn't centered so much. Like you can see, it's a little bit off-centered, right? Like it's, oh, it's hard to tell because my finger. Let me move it over here. You see, right? Like it's like not quite. I guess it looks fine on camera, but in real life you could tell. Let us see who is online today. Oh, Chiquita's on. Let's go raid Chiquita. Oh, they are playing some Power Simulator, but they're also a fellow crochet streamer of ours. Looks like they're doing some gaming today. Yeah, I hardly ever get to stream, like what do you call it? Raid Chiquita. Right. Start raid, and let me type in our little raid commands. There we go, just copied those. The first one is if you're subbed and you have access to the emotes, and the other one are the one using the Microsoft emotes, or if you're not subbed. And we're gonna go say hi to Chiquita. You're getting a nice little building all clean, because I like power washing simulator is kind of fun to watch. Like, it's just so like fun to kind of see like the grime come off the buildings or whatever they're cleaning. Just in case, I'm going to copy it over here. There we go. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a Planet Zoo stream. Maybe we'll do some crochet afterwards. We'll see how it goes, but it'll definitely be after the Discord Thursday part, because I needed to be on the computer for that. That's kind of why I made Fridays like a streaming, like a gaming day. But after Discord Thursday, and if like we don't got a lot of people in, I'll switch to crochet. But I'll see you guys. Bye.